Hello there. Thank you for joining me. You've pressed play. Sometimes that's the hardest part, so let's get moving. Make your way down to the mat. We're going to start there, and I'm going to come all the way down onto my back. Just lying down, get yourself settled, get some little wiggles out if you need to. Arms are down by your side, feet are hip width apart. I have my eyes closed right now, so we're going to start with that. And I want you just to feel pressure on your big toe, your little toe, and your heel. I want you to have energy between your knees like you have a little pillow there. They're not together, they just have energy there. And I want you to inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, reach your arms long down by your side. And inhale, shrug your shoulders up. And exhale, reach your arms long down by your side. One more time. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up. And exhale, reach your arms long down by your side. Press your arms into the mat. Feel your chest and shoulders open up. And then I want you to inhale into your rib cage. And exhale all the air out, settling that back bottom rib onto the mat. You'll feel those abdominal muscles starting to awaken a bit. And then I just want you to rock your hip, pull your lower back into the mat, and then reach your tailbone away. And rock your hips, pull your lower back into the mat, and tailbone reaches away. We're starting to just move that lower back. And sometimes that's all we need to do with our bodies, is just to get it moving. And again, I have my eyes closed. If you want to try to listen through everything, I trust that you're a good listener. If you need to open your eyes and figure out what the heck's going on, go for it. But play with closing your eyes and just feeling your body move. We're going to move a little more. Rock your hips, pull your lower back into the mat, peel and curl all the way up to the ceiling. My arms are still pressing into the mat. Inhale. On the exhale, articulate down. Take your time. My head's reaching long in one direction. My vertebrae are each going down the mat, getting a little farther with each one. Uncurl completely at the bottom. Inhale into your ribs. And exhale, rock your hips. Peel and curl all the way up to the top. Hold. And exhale, coming all the way down. And uncurl. Inhale. On this first rock, no butt, all abs as you pull that lower back into the mat, peel and curl all the way up to the top. Hold it here for just a minute. Remember to press those arms into the mat. And then I want you to reach your knees to the other side of the room and feel the back, your hamstrings kick in and the back side of your body. Inhale. On the exhale, articulate all the way down. We're going to do one more just because it feels good. And rock your hips. Get that back and spine moving. So important. Get the blood flowing all around and articulate all the way down. Hold it here at the bottom. Right leg is going to float up to tabletop. And then inhale. On the exhale, left leg is going to float up to tabletop. Hinging from your hip, not moving from your knee. It gets to stay at 90 degrees. Tap that right toe on the mat and bring it up. And left and bring it up. And tap. And tap. See if you can turn off what needs to be turned off. So if you have tense feet, turn them off. They get to be along for the ride. See how much you can drive all of this from your abdominal muscles. And then let's hover our arms off the mat. Keeping those legs going. And float your arms up to the ceiling. And now we're going to add our arms. I want you to tap that left toe down. Right arm reaches over your head. And come right back up and switch. Left and right and switch. And just a nice little cross pattern in your body right from the get-go. Right arm goes over your head, left toe taps and up, and then left and right. And keep going. And one more time this side, wherever you are. One more time the other side, wherever you are. Meet back up at the top. Both knees glued together. Pull your belly button into the mat. I want both feet to float towards the mat and come right back up. And float towards the mat and bring it right back up. I want your lower back to stay on the mat. So if your range of motion is not very big, that's fine. That's just where you are for today. If you want to play with it and you want to go all the way to the mat, go for it. If not, do what works for you today. Build that positive muscle pattern. Choose your own adventure on all this. Do what works for your body. If you would like a little more of a challenge, you can add your arms. Arms go over your head, toes tap down, and bring it up. And inhale as you go long, exhale, pulls it back in. We're going to do 4 more. And 3, 2, 1 more time. Come all the way in. Grab a hold of your knees, hug your knees into your chest, and just rock nice and easy, side to side. And then let's float those legs back up to a good tabletop. Hands come out to the side on the floor. I'm doing a little goalpost with my elbows bent. If you have room to straighten your arms out, go for it, or do the goalpost. Glue those knees together nice and tight. I want you to pick your left hip up to float those knees over to the right. Keep your shoulders quiet on the mat. Use your left side of your waist to pull it back to center. And take it over to the left and pull it back to center. I want the top part of your body nice and relaxed, just laying around, and you're moving right through your waist, just twisting right through that waist, using your obliques, the sides of your waist, to pull yourself back to center, and take it to the left and pull it center. 1 more time each side, take it to the right, exhale, pulls it back to center, and 1 more time to the left, and pull it back to center. This time, right leg is going to go long on the mat. Left leg is going to go long on the mat. Arms float up to the ceiling. We're going to do roll-ups, which means we're going to sit up from right at this point. Some of you probably love or hate this. This might be your nemesis. Do the modification that works for you. We're actually going to start with our knees bent. Head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Grab the backs of your legs. Slide those legs out as you sit all the way up. Grab a towel to put behind your back, or grab some small weights if you need it. And reverse that, knees bent. Grab the backs of your legs and roll all the way down. I want you to do whatever works for you. I have a video on how to modify some of this roll up, so that if you need it broken down a little more, I'll put a little link to that in this video, and roll it down. As long as you're trying to come up straight, what I want to avoid is that cattywampus side, one elbow to the side, crux twisted up. Let's go straight up and straight down, however your body likes to do that. 1 more time. Inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts up. Grab the backs of your legs and come all the way up. And then last one, we're coming all the way down. Left leg is going to go all the way down on the mat. Right leg comes up to tabletop. Arms are down by your side. And I want you just to circle that leg around right in the hip. Sometimes I want everything to stay still. I don't want to think about it so much today. I just want you to move that leg right around in your hip. And switch directions. Hold that leg up at the top. Grab a hold of that knee with your opposite hand and cross it over your body. And exhale right into that fabulous little spine stretch. On the next exhale, pull that leg back to center. Right leg goes long. Arms come back down by your side. Left leg comes up to tabletop. And just cross your midline. Circle that leg around. Just let it move freely. If anything, I want you to imagine lifting that knee all the way up to the ceiling, though, so that you're creating a little space and some fluidity between your top of your leg and your hip. Switch directions of that circle. And hold it up at the top. Grab a hold of that knee. Cross it over your body. And you can extend that left arm out to the side and really exhale into this twist. Just give into it. I'm closing my eyes again. I feel like I'm closing my eyes a lot for this little workout. I guess I just want to feel all the yummy movements that we're going through. Your body's going to be so much happier for being here. And inhale. On the exhale, that leg comes back to center. We're going to roll up to sitting. Choose your adventure on how you want to do that best. Again, I'm going to start with my knees bent, hands up to the ceiling, shoulders are pressed to your hips. Inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Grab the backs of your legs, roll all the way up. And from here, I'm going to flip right over onto my belly and my elbows. Elbows are going to be right underneath my shoulders. And I want you to put some energy into your elbows and slightly outward. I'm lifting the crown of my head up towards the ceiling. Belly button's pulled to your spine. So getting yourself right here, just kind of laying around, but we're not. You're active. And from here, curl your toes under and lift your hips up. Snuck this one in on you, didn't I? And inhale. On the exhale, neck gets a little bit longer. Those shoulder blades go down your back. And inhale. On the exhale, hips don't lift, but your belly button pulls tighter to your spine. Stick with me. I'm not going to make you stay here forever. You can do it. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Lower all the way down. Hands go right under your shoulders. Make your way up onto your hands and knees. Hands are right underneath your shoulders. Knees are right underneath your hips. And tuck your tail. Look into your belly button. And uncurl. Extend your chest forward. And tuck your tail. Look into your belly button. And extend. And this time I'm going to have you tuck. And then I want you to push back in towards your feet just a little bit. Do a little more stretch in that back. And then come forward and extend your chest forward. And tuck your tail and push back towards your feet a bit. And come back to the center and extend. And tuck. Last one. Make it a yummy one. And uncurl. Hold it right here. Left arm reaches over your head and your right leg slides out and lifts all the way up. Bring your elbow and knee in. They're going to touch and reach nice and long. And bring it in and touch and reach it long and touch. With control, I want you to actually touch your elbow and knee together. I'm not kidding. I want you to get it there. It takes a little contraction, a little control to make that happen. And that's what I'm looking for, a little intention. Hold it long, float that arm and that leg down. Right arm floats over your head, left leg slides out and lifts, and bend, and press it out. And bend, and press it out. And touch, and find that length, and touch, and find that length. One more time. And float that arm and leg all the way down. All right, from here, here's our strength. Do what you can. I want your hands right underneath your shoulders. Back of your head stays lifted to the ceiling. Belly button's tight to your spine. Right leg goes out behind you. Left leg goes out behind you. If you're good here, you're happy here, go for it. If you need a little modification, drop those knees down and stay right here. From here, no matter where you are, I want you to bend your elbows, lower your body all the way down to the mat. Take your time. I promise we're going to get there. Go all the way down and stay there. If your knees are straight, bend them. If they're bent, keep them like that. Push right back up to a push-up. Straighten those legs. Lift those knees. Find that good plank position. Lower yourself down with good control, knowing that we don't have to necessarily push up right that way. And from here, bend those knees. Push yourself right back up. One more time. Extend those legs out. Get nice and long. With control, lower down. And bend. Push all the way up. And from here, extend those legs. Straighten those legs. Pike your hips all the way up to a down dog. Bend your knees. Aim your tailbone way up to the sky. Have pressure on your fingers and the palms of your hand equally. Roll your shoulders outward. Feel that length in your neck happen. And bend your right knee, straighten your left. And switch. And switch. And switch. That warmed me right up. I don't know about you. Goodness gracious. One more time right. One more time left. Come down onto your knees. I'm going to flip right back over. Get myself in order here. Onto my back. And I'm going to lie all the way down. I want to add in a little stretch for your hips. I feel like everybody's hips need a little attention these days. They're all beaten up, whether you're driving, walking, running, hiking, whatever, sitting, watching too much TV. Need some attention. All right, making your way onto your back. I want you to put your right ankle on your left knee, and I want you to float that knee, that left leg up to tabletop. Wrap your hands around that thigh. Interlace your fingers. Use your elbow to push that right knee open. And then just enjoy that stretch. Float over to the left a smidge, get a little more dialed in. And this stretch sometimes has a tendency where you want to curl your hips up. I want you to keep your hips and your back down, like you're reaching your tailbone far and away from you. And that'll get even more of a stretch into that right hip. And exhale into that. Float that left leg down. Let's switch sides. Unwind those legs. Left ankle goes on your right knee. Float your right leg up. Reach around, grab that right thigh. Elbow's going to push that knee open. Float over to the right just a smidge. And again, reach that tailbone long and away from you. This time we're dialing in a stretch right in that left hip. And exhale into that. A nice, good, deep exhale that gives your nervous system a little hug and a little break. Who knows, this might be the only time you actually exhale today. We all have days like that, don't we? Sometimes you just need to be reminded. Go ahead and try it. Give it a go. And then unwind those legs. Head, neck, and chest lifts up. Grab your shins. I want you just to gently start rocking on your spine. Making your way all the way up to sitting. And I'm going to turn right to you. My glasses are foggy. We must have done a lot of work. And I'm going to say thank you. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again tomorrow.